All right, lesson two. Lesson two, we introduced the concept of a unit circle, and then we're going to look at particularly sine and cosine through the realm of the unit circle. So a unit circle, as it says up here, is a circle with a radius of 1, and a circle with a radius of 1 that is centered at the origin. Okay, and these formulas here allow us to figure out coordinates of points that are on the circle. So say I have a point right here that's on the circle. I can figure out the x value by taking the radius and multiplying it by the cosine of the angle. And I can figure out the y value by taking the radius and multiplying it by the sine of the angle. Okay? And of course, if the circle is a unit circle, then this r here is 1. So x will always go with cosine, y goes with sine. That's going to be a big thing in this unit. All right, if I have a unit circle and I know that it's a unit circle, I know that its radius is 1, any x value of a point that's on the circle is going to be the same as the cosine of its angle, and any y value of a point on the circle is going to be the same as the sine of its angle. In this case, the hypotenuse of the triangle, okay, the hypotenuse is always going to be the radius of the circle. So the radius in this case will be representative of the hypotenuse. All right, so with that in mind, let's take a look at this first example here. So here we have a graph. What are sine A and cosine A? And explain how you know. So I have a right triangle here. And first of all, we know we can figure out this distance right here by counting. That's going to be 4 units. And I know I can figure out this distance right here, since it's strictly vertical, by counting. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the coordinates of this point, the x value is going to be 4, and the y value is going to be 3. Okay. What I don't know is the length of the radius here, the length of the hypotenuse. So to figure out the length of the hypotenuse, I have to use the Pythagorean theorem. So remember, the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So in this case, that's going to be 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. So 3 squared is going to be 9. Okay. 4 squared is going to be 16. And 9 plus 16 is 25. So if I square root both sides, okay, c, okay, normally we would say c is equal to plus or minus 5. Normally we would say plus and minus 5. But because we're talking about the hypotenuse of a triangle or the radius of a circle, because we're talking about the radius of a circle, we're going to take the positive here. So in this case, the radius is 5. So I know that the x value is 4, the y value is 3, and the radius is 5.